Hello students, in the previous lecture we have seen how to create a order list. What was the use of order list, how we are creating the order list. Okay, so order list was created by using the OL tag, whereas to mention each atom in the order list li tag was used. Li tag was used for listing purpose. So list li tag was used to list the items in the order list. Now in today's lecture we are going to see a unordered list, or what is bullet list. Okay, unordered list is also called as bullet list, which is created by using the ul tag. So ul tag is used to create unordered list. Okay, similarly, like in order list, unordered list, each item is starting with li tag. Li tag is used to list the items in the unordered list. Okay, the unordered list items are marked with bullet. Circle with black color, fully black circle is the by default marking symbol of unordered list. Okay, for example, we will see one short example. There are different types of bullets used in unordered list. For example, the small black circle is there, one square is there, simple circle is there. These are the different symbols used in unordered list. Okay, to mention your list of items. But the by default used symbol is circle. That circle should be colored with black. Whole black circle is the by default bullet used for listing the items in unordered list. Now we will see a short example of unordered list. So here you can see an example of unordered list. Similarly, as we have done in previous example, I have written the title to my program as example of HTML unordered list. Okay, I have opened my title tag, I have assigned the tiger, and I have closed my title tag. Okay, next my head tag is completed. As I am using now unordered list, that is my which tag I am using, ul tag. That tag is written inside the body tag. So here the body tag is open. Inside the body tag I have used the heading tag. H3 is the heading that I have assigned. In H3 I have written HTML unordered list. What is the heading assigned to my list? HTML unordered list is the heading assigned. As I have completed my heading written, I have closed my head tag by using backslash operator, backslash H3. After that my ul tag is started. Okay, so here my unordered list get started. Okay, the first list in my unordered is basis of IT. Basic of IT is the first list item of my unordered list. I have completed, I have given my data. After that I have closed my li tag. First list is completed, so my li tag is closed. This closing of li tag is optional. Okay, the second list item is HTML5. The third item is Postgres SQL. After completing my list, I have closed my /ul. That is, my unordered list is closed. As written, writing of all HTML program is done, my body tag is closed and my HTML tag is also closed. This is a small example of how to create a unordered list. The example is this. The output of the above example is, see, whatever heading I have assigned, that heading is given here, HTML unordered list. As I have used H3, my heading size is not bigger, not too smaller, it is middle H3. What was the list? As I am using ul tag, means I had said what is the default. By default circle is used, black circle. So by default black circle is assigned to each item in my list. Okay, this program will be done practical. Where we will do practically, we will see the different types of symbols which are used under a ul tag. Okay, there is simple circle, there is square, you can use square, dicks, there are different types. We will see that practically. So have you all got what is unordered list? Now moving forward, we will see the attributes of UL tag. Okay. Now which are the different attributes of UL tag? There is only one attribute first which we are studying, that is type. Okay. Now the type is equal to disk oblique circle oblique square. Use style CSS instead of type attribute in HTML5. Okay, in HTML5 instead of using the type attribute, which attribute, what we are going to mention it as style. Okay, what we will do, we will mention it in style. Okay, in normal HTML what we used to do, we used to write UL tag space type is equal to square. Okay, means whatever the next list will be there, it will be assigning the symbol square. But in HTML5 what we are going to do, instead of writing the type attribute in HTML, what we will do, we will use that type in that type attribute by this style attribute in CSS. Okay, because this type attribute was supported by all other version. Previously we were doing HTML, in that we used to not write it in style. Simple, we used to do UL type is equal to square, then whatever the list was creating was assigning the square. Okay, but now what we have to do, we have to write it in style. See how I will write. If I want the type as disk, how will I mention that? Style is equal to list underscore style dash type colon disk. Okay, so disk is the by default used symbol for marking your list. Okay, the second is circle. Circle is used if you want to list your item with the bullet symbol as circle. Normal circle, not fully black. Okay, empty circle if you want to create. The third type is square. Okay, with the help of the square, what this bullet is used, this bullet is used to assign a square mark in front of your list item. Okay, and the fourth is none. None, if you mention none, no symbol will be assigned to your list. Okay, so these are the 4 different attributes of UL tag. Which were the 4? Only one attribute you have to keep in mind with 4 different values. First, only one attribute is there. That value attribute is type. Type contains 4 different values. By default value used is black circle. You can assign square, circle or none. Okay, these are the 4 values. Every time the type attribute will be returned in your style. Okay, this type attribute will be returned in your style. So these are what about the attributes of UL tag. What is difference between UL tag and OL tag? दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है, कब UL टैग यूज करना है, कब OL टैग यूज करना है. OL टैग जब हम ऑर्डर लिस्ट क्रिएट करते हैं, मतलब जिसमें हमें पर्टिकुलर सीक्वेंस में डेटा चाहिए होगा, लिस्ट चाहिए होगी, उसमें हम कौन सा टैग यूज करेंगे, OL टैग. OL टैग कैसे राइट किया जाता है, रेक्टेंगुलर ब्रैकेट विथ इनसाइड OL. ओके, सॉरी, एंगुलर ब्रैकेट इनसाइड OL टैग. वेरएज अगर हमें अनऑर्डर लिस्ट बनानी होगी, पर्टिकुलर सीक्वेंस में लिस्ट क्रिएट नहीं करनी है, सिर्फ लिस्ट बनानी होगी, एट दैट टाइम विच टैग वी विल यूज, UL टैग. UL टैग फिर से हम किस में लिखेंगे, हमारे एंगुलर ब्रैकेट के अंदर UL. ओके, OL टैग और UL टैग दोनों में कौन सा एट्रीब्यूट यूज करने वाले हैं, हम टाइप यूज करने वाले. ओके, OL टैग में कौन से टाइप यूज कर सकते हैं हम, न्यूमेरिकल 1, रोमन 1, कैपिटल A, स्मॉल a. वेरएज UL टैग में हम कौन से एट्रीब्यूट यूज करने वाले हैं, डार्क सर्कल, दैट इज ब्लैक सर्कल, सेकेंड इज सर्कल, थर्ड इज स्क्वायर एंड फोर्थ इज नन. ओके, ये 4 वैल्यूज टाइप की हम किस में यूज करने वाले हैं, UL में. UL टैग का बाय डिफॉल्ट जो बुलेट यूज किया जाता है, दैट इज डिस्क. ब्लैक सर्कल, उसको क्या कहा जाता है, डिस्क, ये UL टैग में यूज किया जाता है. वेरएज OL टैग में बाय डिफॉल्ट अगर आप मेंशन नहीं करते हो तो कौन सा लिया जाता है, नंबर 1. ओके, सो ये याद रखना है, बेसिक बिटवीन OL टैग एंड UL टैग. नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, वी विल सी हाउ टू क्रिएट अ डेफिनेशन लिस्ट इन HTML. ओके, डेफिनेशन लिस्ट HTML में कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं. तो HTML में डेफिनेशन लिस्ट हम बाय यूजिंग DL टैग क्रिएट करते हैं. DL टैग से क्या होता है, डेफिनेशन लिस्ट की जो क्या है वो डेफिनेशन हम राइट कर सकते हैं. डेफिनेशन लिस्ट हम क्या कर सकते हैं, डिफरेंट आइटम्स राइट कर सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग दैट लिस्ट आइटम इन DT और DD टैग. DT और DD ये दो टैग्स यूज किए जाते हैं इनसाइड योर DL टैग to create the definition of your term and to create the definition of your term definition. Okay, अगर आपको डिफाइन करना होगा टर्म पर्टिकुलर लिस्ट में, तो वो आप किससे डिफाइन करोगे, DT. DT is used to define the term, whereas वो टर्म की डेफिनेशन अगर आपको राइट करनी या फिर डिफाइन करनी तो उसके लिए आप क्या यूज करोगे, DD. Okay, so DD is used to define the term definition, whereas DT is used to define that term. Okay, and DL tag किसके लिए यूज किया जाता है, जब आप डेफिनेशन लिस्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हो HTML में. Okay, तो basic example of that definition list is here. Let's see that example. Now here you can see again, as I am using the definition list, I will write it in my body tag. Okay, so my previously tag is HTML. Same head, title, I have assigned the title as definition list. Once my title is completed, I have closed my title tag by using \title. Next, my head tag is also closed. Now my body tag gets open. Now as I am writing the program of definition list, I have given the heading as H3 by using H3 tag. H3 is used to assign the heading. Example of HTML definition list. Okay, my heading is completed, so my H3 tag gets closed over here. Next, I have used my DL tag. What does your DL means? DL means I am using my definition list. Inside DL tag, what I have used, DT. Okay, DT B web. What is this B? B is again a tag for bold. Okay, and what data I have written in bold? Web. Web is the data which I have written in bold. My B tag is completed. Here my /DT. Okay, so my web is the first term I have defined in my DL tag. Okay, so now the content of that, I want to write the definition of web. So next I have taken DD tag. Okay, are you all getting when to use DT and when to use DD? When you are defining the term, at that time you will use DT. Whereas you are writing the definition for that term, you will use DD. Okay, so I have used your DD and I have written the definition that the part of the internet that contains the website and web pages. This is my definition of web. Once my definition is completed, I have closed my DD operator by using \DD. This was my first definition of the first term. Now again I have to write the second for HTML. So again I have written DT bold HTML. Bold has been completed and my defining term is completed, so /DT. Again in that I have written the definition that a markup language for creating the web pages. The third I have written the term CSS. The third definition is defined for the term CSS. I have completed defining the third term. All the terms are completed, so the DL tag which was open over here in the top will get closed before closing your body tag, because I have completed writing my definition list. So my /DL tag is closed. After that my body tag gets closed and my HTML tag also gets closed. This is the basic example of defining the definition list in your program. You can use this type of different tags in a single program also. No need to write different programs for each tag. Okay, so the output of this program is, see, heading I had mentioned the heading, example of HTML definition list in H3 tag. The first DT was for web. You can see web is in bold. The definition of it has been occurred down, that the part of internet which contains the website and web pages for HTML, and same for CSS. So this is the output of my definition list tag. Okay, have you all got it? Now moving forward, we will see the next tag. Next list is nested list. Now what is nested list? We all must be familiar with the word nest. Nest means what? Gharta. You must be familiar with that. How does the sparrow make that nest? By collecting different twigs of wings. So by collecting different twigs, they make nest. Similarly, now what is list? Nested list. The original one list, you have one list and you want to embed the other list in the existing list. Okay, then that is called as nested list. List within another list is nothing but nested list. Okay, in nested list you can combine both order and unorder. Order और unorder दोनों लिस्ट को आप एक साथ राइट कर सकते हो, one inside the other. This type of list is called as nested list. Now here is the example of nested list. Okay, again I have used my HTML head, I have assigned the title, I have closed my title, and in my body now I have written the heading as exam HTML nested list. Now you all can see over here I have written the OL tag. Now OL tag stands for order list. I have started writing my order list. LI, introduction to IT. My first list in first item in the order list is introduction to IT. The second is introduction to DBMS. Okay, now in introduction to IT, have I mentioned any here? In OL tag I have mentioned any type? No. So by default the number assigned to introduction to IT will be 1. Introduction to DBMS is second chapter. Okay, now you all can see after writing introduction to DBMS, I have used here tag UL style is equal to list dash style dash type colon circle. Okay, it means what I have done, I have created here nested list. Have I closed my OL tag over here? No. And I have written my UL tag. Okay, it means inside OL tag which tag I have nested? UL tag. And what I have done, list li definition of DBMS. Okay, means I have written the sub content in my introduction to DBMS chapter. The first content is definition, the second is application, and third is advantages. Okay, these are the three different list items under my which tag? UL tag. Okay, and what type of that symbol I have assigned? Circle. It means after assigning number 2 to your DBMS, that this three list will be shown by circled. After that your /UL is completed, means here your unordered list is completed. Next list is PostgreSQL. Okay, it means again which number will be assigned, as your UL tag is closed, by default which list it will assign? Your OL tag. And which number it will assign? 1, 2 has already completed. Next 3. Then 3 will be assigned to your PostgreSQL, and then your list OL tag is closed. Here your order list is also closed. Then your body tag is closed and your HTML tag is closed. We will do this practically. You will find it very easy practically. Okay. So output of this program is here. See, HTML nested list. What was the heading given? That heading. First, introduction to IT. Second, introduction to DBMS. You can see inside introduction of DBMS, we had used unordered list of circles. So here are 3 circles mentioning 3 different sub points of second chapter and third. Okay, understood? This is a basic example of list, nested list. Now what is nested list? You have you all got? List within the list is nothing but nested list. Okay, now we will see multi-level list. Okay, how to do multi-level in the list. Number of OL and number of UL tag together in list. Another example on multi-level list. So here is the example. You all can see I have assigned again the title as nested list. Okay, inside my body tag I have written my first heading as multi-level list in nested list. Okay, this is the heading assigned. After that my UL tag has started. UL means unordered list. In that I have written 2 lists. One is for daily computing, second is for web designing under my UL tag. Okay, it means unordered list. By default it will take disk, that is black circle. Okay, now in web designing, under web design I have used which tag? OL tag. Now what is the use of this OL tag? What does this OL tag do? It will make a sublist of your web design. Okay, the subparts in web design is given as HTML5 hyperlink inserting image. There are 3 listing items under your web design, so that will be listed here. Your OL tag gets completed. Okay, then your li tag is there for JavaScript. Okay, so again, which by default which symbol will be assigned for JavaScript, which was started over here. Okay, in this UL tag, that will be assigned. Now inside JavaScript, again we have used other nested list for UL tag, where my style I have mentioned here is circle. Okay, so whatever these 3 attributes will be there, that will have by default this conditional structure will have only one is there under circle, that will get circle in JavaScript. Next, after completing my that UL, next UL I have assigned style of type square for these 3 items: if statement, if else statement, and case statement. These 3 list items will have the output as square. Okay, then my here UL tag gets completed. Again I have written li tag for loop statement. This UL tag closing is of square, this UL tag closing is of circle, and this UL tag is closing of the starting one. Okay, so I have opened 3 tags, I have closed 3 UL tags. Remember, number of opening tags and number of closing tags should be same, else your program will not get executed on the screen. Okay, as I have completed my program, I have closed my body tag and HTML tag. See, here is the output, you all can see. See, first I have by default was big. See, black circles have been assigned. Inside that I had used order list, so 1 2 3. Next was for JavaScript, circle I had assigned. So here is the conditional statement with circle. Inside conditional statement we had written 3 with square. So these are the 3 with squares: if statement, if else statement, and a case statement. After that, next I had closed your UL tag and I have written again li for loop statement. This have assigned the value of circle, and then we have closed our complete tag. Okay, if you all have, you can also do at home and see. These programs are very easy. When you will do it practically, you will understand it more easily. Okay, so have you all got how to write multi-level list programs and the nested list programs in HTML5? Okay, so now next is how to insert an audio and video in HTML5. How we all will insert an audio and video in the file. Now you all must be hearing that whenever a website is running on, there are some audio occurring at back end, or there is video moving in between of your web pages. So how to occur this? If you click on a particular link, then video gets open, or any audio rings out, then how is this possible? So how to insert an audio? So HTML5 have some control over the web pages, which supports your audio and video both without flash. There is no need of flash in the inserting of your audio and video. So we will see first what is audio. There are some of the common audio format which are used in inserting an audio in the HTML. Okay, the first audio format is MP3. Okay, MP3 is the most common audio format which is used to insert an audio to your HTML5 program. Okay, what is this? This MP3 has been derived from the family of MPEG. Okay, MPEG is nothing but it is moving picture expert group. From that they have derived this audio format as .mp3, which is the most common format used nowadays. The second is .acc. Okay, now .acc is the extension of audio which is used for advanced audio coding, and which is the mostly the standard form on your iPhones or YouTube. If you will see the audios on your YouTube and iPhone, they have the extension as ACC. The third extension is OGG. OGG is the free audio format for an open container. But remember, the most common we use, that is .mp3. Okay. So next we will study what is audio tag and what is video tag in detail. So next we will see what is audio tag. Now audio tag, what is the use of audio tag? Which tag is, how we define an audio? We define it by using audio tag. This tag is declared by specifying the source location of your audio file in the attribute. Okay, so the syntax of audio is audio src. Audio is the tag, whereas src is the attribute. Here attribute, I have mentioned the name of the audio file. Okay, we have to mention here the name of the audio file or the path of the audio file where it is located. Next attribute I have used is type. Okay, the type attribute, it is whether it is audio or mp3, and then is controls. After that I have closed my audio tag. Once I have given the audio path, I will close my audio tag. This we will do again in practically, you all will get it. Now just remember, audio tag is used to enable the audio in your web pages. With the help of this tag, we can specify the source attribute where the audio file is located. Okay, here is the different attributes of audio tag. The first attribute of audio tag is autoplay. Autoplay is the attribute which is used to automatically start playing your audio as soon as you are ready. Okay, as soon as your audio is ready, it will start playing without waiting for the user to start it. The second control is controls. With this option, the audio will have the three displayed symbols shown. Whether you have to start your play your audio, you have to pause your audio, or two different symbols for starting and pausing your video, and one is for closing. Okay, and the third is loop. This loop attribute of audio contains value. Okay, the value, it means whatever the video or whatever the audio is going on, again and again if you want to repeat the same audio, then how many number of times you want to repeat the same audio, that is mentioned in the attribute loop. The next attribute is muted. Muted, this attribute is used to specify that your output should be muted or not. If you want to mute your output, then you have to specify the attribute muted. The next is src. src is used to mention the file where it is located. Your URL of the file will be written in src. So these are the different attributes which are used in audio tag. Okay, now we will see an example on audio tag in the next lecture. So remember the different types of attributes in audio tag. Okay, thank you.